welcome to my live chat. What I have here, I'm Mo Money Terry from St. Louis, Missouri. And with Pick 3, I have been playing Pick 3 for over 30 years. And with that, I have bought all kind of books and ran all kind of strategies, tic-tac-toe, date sums, grids, flip, mirrors, multiple different rundowns. But with that strategy, I found that I could not win as good as I thought I could. I always played numbers, but when I won the numbers, I had no idea why I was playing the numbers. So when I won, I was always starting at square one each time. So I figured that I had to have a strategy where I could track all 1,000 numbers at a glance and know what was going on with each of those 1,000 numbers without guessing why I was playing the numbers. So I realized I had to know everything about every number that I played and know why I was playing the numbers. One, I had to know why I was playing the Pick 3 number in the first place. Then I would have to research and know why I was playing the front pair of that number, the pack pair of that number, the single pair number itself, and the single digits. So when I realized that, I surmised a system, what I call Pick 3 at a glance. I took 22 numbers. I found 22 numbers, which I call base numbers. And with those base numbers, I realized if I did the 111 rundown on those base numbers, I would have all 1,000 numbers in their possible combinations, which I made up 22 columns. So whatever the winning number that was that came in for the day, if I did the 111 rundown on that number, one of those base numbers would always be in the rundown, unless one of the winning numbers was the actual base number, which I will explain on the live. But once I did that, I realized, okay, my winnings increased. So once I did that, I said, okay, I need to find a way to track the single pairs. I called that strategy number 2. And with that, I could track all the single pairs that were in the 1,000 numbers. And I would know what numbers were left for me to play and which was the best numbers. Then I needed to know where the single digits and how they feel and how they played a role in my winning in the Pick 3. So that was strategy number 3. And I said, okay, that works and that works good. And finally, strategy number 4 was tracking the front pairs and the back pairs. And I realized, okay, I'm on to something. So after that, I kept playing and using my strategies, and my winnings increased. And I was really, really happy with it because it was hands down to me better than any other strategy out there. And I didn't have to worry about looking at the tic-tac-toes, the root sums, the date sums, the grids, and all those multiple different 1,000 different strategies and algorithms that were out there for you to win. And that was basically to try to hit the numbers the next day. There's no strategy or anything out there is going to tell you what numbers to come in the next day. You have 1 in 1,000 odds of winning. There's no rhyme or reason why you would know what one of those 1,000 numbers would be coming out unless you're tracking the actual 1,000 numbers. The numbers run randomly, folks. I hate to tell you, but they run randomly, and if you've been tracking them actually for yourself, nobody would have to tell you that they run randomly, because you will see there's no rhyme or reason to how those 1,000 numbers are going to fall. There's no numbers that follow numbers. There's no numbers that travel from state to state. That's all. You'll find that out when you're tracking the numbers, that there's no rhyme or reason to any of those numbers falling and how they fall. There's no numbers that fall on certain days. There's no numbers that fall because of full moon. There's no numbers that fall because it's raining. There's no pet numbers you need to play. I don't even play my birthday unless I have tracked it down and realized why I'm playing it. There's no lucky charm that's going to make you a winner. Luck runs out. The only thing you can do is track the actual 1,000 numbers and know what's going on with them and have confidence, pretty much confidence, in knowing that that number is due and how reasonably it might show up. And the only way you can do that is tracking the actual 1,000 numbers. And you use the law of average to your advantage. Use the law of average to your advantage. What I do is eliminate the numbers that have failed, and the numbers that are left working with the law of average is what I look at playing. Because by law of average, I can gauge on how much time basically it would take for them to come out. I only do one drawing. I either do the midday or I do the evening. But you can develop the pick through at a glance where you can build strategies and the skills where you can maybe add another drawing, like 2 drawings. I probably would try to track more than 2 drawings to win, because you can burn up a lot of money chasing these numbers, and you don't want to get in the habit of chasing numbers, and you won't chase the numbers if you know why you're playing the numbers, okay? And like I said, the numbers are random. You got 1 in 1,000 odds of winning, okay? They're random. There's 1,000 numbers. You have 365 days in a year. You have 365 days in a year. So if you played a different number exact every day, you still have 635 of those numbers. You're not going to have any idea why you're playing. You won't know anything about them. And if you're not tracking them and seeing what's going on with them, it's very difficult for you to win. And with my channel, I'm realizing that people are calling me pretty much out of desperation because they've lost so much money and they're in a hole and they're trying to get out and don't know how to get out because they've been playing by luck. They've been playing by luck. And luck runs out, folks. You have to know why you're playing. You have to have a system. You have to have a strategy to winning. You have to build a skill set to know when to cut back and when to pick up on your play. What I do is I reinvest the money that I win into the numbers that I'm playing because I know why I'm playing. And I play those numbers consistently. I don't play them for a week and jump off. I don't play them for a couple of days and jump off. I can play my numbers for 60 to 90 days because I know how long it takes for those numbers to come out. It takes about 60 days for a number even to begin to get hot that you might be thinking about. And if you don't know how long it's been since the number played, as soon as you play the number, you get off the number, here the number comes, which has happened, used to happen to me. But I don't get on and off my numbers because I know why I'm playing my numbers. And I don't spend a lot of money. I spend about $3 a day. And if I'm really on to something, I'll pick it up to $5. But when I win, then I reinvest heavier depending on the amount of money that I win. And I don't go over budget. Well, I have a term, it's called OPPB. Be organized, be patient, be persistent, and stick with a budget and play responsibly. Again, OPPB. Be organized, be patient, be organized, be patient, be persistent, stick with a budget, and play responsibly. Once you start tracking the numbers, it will be fun to you because you'll be able to make a game out of it and see what's going on with the 1,000 numbers in your state. You have to track what's going on in your state. All the numbers run different in all the states. Nobody, well, I find, and I don't believe, that nobody has a system or individual that has a strategy that can tell you what numbers are coming in your state. Most of the time what everybody is doing is throwing up a whole bunch of numbers and saying for all states. How you know what number is even suitable for your state if you're not tracking the actual 1,000 numbers and knowing what's going on with them? That's luck. And like I say, luck runs out. Okay? So that's pretty much the facts of what's going on with the numbers. And so right here with the Pick 3 at a Glance and with this live chat, I've set it up where I'm looking to find an audience of people that want to ask questions. This is called question and answers sessions with Pick 3. And you go to my channel and study my channel. In each one of my videos, I put in the comments section, I pin in the comment sections. It's called Pick 3 for Beginners. I give you all the general information to get you started with Pick 3, okay? Now, when you come to my live chat, bring questions that you want to know about the Pick 3 at a Glance or anything about Pick 3. I can tell you anything you want to know or give you idea and some hacks that I use to winning. That will make sense rather than just playing numbers and not know why you're playing the numbers. Because with Pick 3 at a Glance, I can offer this to any state. And when I say something to you, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But you can't know what I'm talking about if I do a tic-tac-toe and a date sum and a root sum and a grid and a flip and a mirror and can flip and mirror any numbers and stuff like that. But with Pick 3 at a Glance, when I say go to column 1, you'll know what I'm talking about with column 1. When I say on strategy number 1, when I say go to the single pairs of strategy number 2, you'll know what I'm talking about on single pairs and strategy number 2. When I say go to the single digits and do this, you'll know what I'm talking about single digits. And then finally on strategy number 4, when I say track the front pair and the back pair number, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. I can teach this strategy to anybody in an hour or less. But this live chat is for us to talk about winning Pick 3 as a group. I have enough videos out there for everybody to look at. When you come to the live chat, ask questions so we can all get in the winner's circle together. And I have no doubt that Pick 3 at a Glance will help increase your winnings and help you understand how to win. That's the main thing. You have to know how to win and how to play. It's not how often I win. People say, well, how often do you win? So they want to base how often I win off of their state. It can't work like that. All the numbers run different in all the states. How you're tracking and how the numbers line up for you is going to be different from how they would line up for me here in Missouri and I do Illinois. So if I won 5 days in a row, which I have done, don't mean you're going to win 5 days in a row unless your numbers are lining up like that. It's not how often you win, it's how you play the game. Let me say that again. It's not how often you win, it's how you play the game. Okay, I'll tell you, I Pick 3 at a Glance how I came up with this strategy. Years ago, if anybody knows, when the boats and gambling was out in like California, I think gambling started mostly in California. In the casinos, they had a game called Blackjack in 21. People got that on their phones, I guess, and stuff like that. What it was one deck that everybody used to play blackjack with, or 21. So what happened is one guy, I got to look his name up and find out, so I have his name so you'll know what I'm talking about. But you can just look it up. They call them card counters today. He started the card counting system with blackjack in 21. So what he did, he realized working with the law average, and this is what Pick 3 at a Glance is worked off of. What he did, he realized that if he counted the cards and could memorize those 52 cards and how they were falling, then he could know what cards was best in the deck to load up on and win. So he got so good at doing this, he would go from casino to casino and break the boats. And somehow they realized what he was doing, so they banned him off the boats. So what he did was got a group of people, and what they did was he taught them how to do it, And what they would do is go to the boats and win and take him back, half of what they won. So what happened, the boats say, okay, oh man, everybody knows how to do this. They started adding 5 decks of cards to play with. Okay, so what happened, the card readers got good at reading 5 decks of cards. So now they ban them off the boat altogether, and they have card reader spotters that they've hired, people that used to be card readers, they hire on the boat to spot them, so they'll walk up to them and tell them they got to leave. Because they simply working with the law average. They just realize they count off what cards they played, and they know what cards are left. They know what's, how to bet on them to win. So that's why I say it's not how often you win, it's how you play the game to win. And the only way you can play the game to win is to know why you playing the numbers. You have to know what numbers have played to know what numbers to bet on that's left and more likely to come out. And as you practice it and pick 3 at a glance strategy, you build a skill set and a strategy to winning. It's not no tic-tac-toe, no date sum, no grid, no holiday number, no birthday number, no addresses, no numbers coming because it's raining, no number because it's a full moon, no number because it's your dog or car that ran in front. Now, you do get lucky. I have got lucky and won, and that's all it was. I looked at license plates or I see numbers 3 times in a row. That's luck. There's no strategy that you can build off of luck, and I don't know how to teach luck. I can teach you to pick 3 at a glance strategy. So welcome to the live. And if you have any questions about pick 3, I'm sure I can help you answer them. And like I always say, play them till they come. Make that money, y'all. Peace and love. God bless. And if you track it, you'll soon be packing to Lucky Town.